with a takeaway. Then tried a behind the back pass for Fiala. Another takeaway. Boldy settles it down. Goudreau drives in. Fiala scores!
Kevin Fiala joins the party. Been pretty quiet. This line has moved the puck around quite a bit. They've had some scoring chances here. I think Freddie Goudreau taking the puck to the net on his backhand. That's the second or third time we've seen that. And Kevin Fiala, who's been on fire of late, 6 goals in his last 8 games coming into this one. Second effort, able to stand around there, doesn't get cleaned out, and Kevin Fiala shows up to the party here a little late. If this Boldy, Fiala, Goudreau line gets going like they have been, the chemistry that they've shown, Anthony, this is going to be a formidable
franchise time record, 8 goals.
Like, you start to get 3 waves come at you every night, not only just on the offensive side. Of course, we know Kevin Fiala can score, but now Matt Boldy can not only make plays, he's great defensively too. So having 3 lines obviously is great that can score, but a lot of things that get overlooked when you talk about 3 lines is their ability to play a 200-foot game. They're so good defensively, all 4 lines. It just wears teams down.
Wild with a season-high 8 goals. In fact, it matches the all-time franchise record. This is the 6th time that Minnesota has scored 8 in a game. The last time was late last year in an 8-3 win over Colorado. Wild Live will follow this one. Plenty of heroes. I'm sure Dean Evison will be thrilled with the way his team played. And then after, head to the Valley Sports North Facebook page for the Wild Breakaway presented by Twin Cities Orthopedics. You'll get a recap of tonight's game and a preview of the trip to New York. Be sure to check it out after the game.
And the other thing that's going to be interesting watching how the season unfolds here is with Boldy and Fiala. When the Wild play on the road, like, the Hartman line's going to see all the best defensive players around the National Hockey League. I would not be shocked to see Kevin Fiala and Matt Boldy do a lot of their damage the last half of the year, Anthony, when we are out on the road. Because they're going to be playing against 5 and 6 defensemen and getting all kinds of favorable matchups.
Well, Fiala hadn't scored a goal in this building until Minnesota's last home game against the Anaheim Ducks prior to Hockey Day. Scored 1 at home at the Winter Classic, but has just 2 goals in this building this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, he's already kind of taking care of business on the road, getting a lot of his action. But I think as the season goes on, especially the way the Hartman line has performed, especially here over the last 2-3 weeks, there's no question. Now, usually teams on the road, they're going to try to get the best defensemen out against Kaprizov and Zuccarello and Hartman. But now the coaches are going to be looking at that line going, no, we need all 5. Now I need my 5 best players out there, not just 2.
Right up there with the best lines in the league right now. Dumba back to Ben. 2.5 minutes left here in St. Paul. A thorough beating applied by the Wild in this one. Canadiens scored first. Minnesota answered less than 2 minutes later. And
yeah, look at the Flames, 6-1. Woo!
Paling tied up along the boards. Merrill lost it there to Dauphin. And it's up and out of play, so we get a whistle with 2:06 left. And you asked the question in the pregame show. So the challenge is to play the game the same way you've been playing, no matter who the opponent might be. I think the Wild answered that challenge tonight.
Yeah, they